Okay, in other NBA trade news, we have Anthony Davis once again on the move in the month of February. As we know, he was traded for Luka Doncic a year ago to the Dallas Mavericks, but now the Dallas Mavericks have chose to move on from Anthony Davis and send him to the Washington Wizards in a trade that saw AD, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum be moved for Chris Middleton, Malachi Branham, AJ Johnson, Marvin Bagley III, and 2 future first round picks and 3 future second round picks. So after a short stint in Dallas, Anthony Davis will be moved, and we know that Chris Middleton isn't the player he once was, but those are the 2 marquee names in this trade. We know D'Angelo Russell was an all-star at a time or another, and Jaden Hardy can be, a formidable option, but Anthony Davis now moving on to the Washington Wizards. Let's talk about that for a second. A player who was a catalyst with the Los Angeles Lakers and them winning the championship, but injuries have always been the mainstay when it comes to discussing Anthony Davis and his greatness. Anthony Davis and his durability have always been one and two the same. His nickname, of course, as we know, is street clothes in most conversations, but we know a healthy Anthony Davis is one of the more dominant players in the NBA. We're talking about a guy who, when healthy, can be an MVP candidate player. Now, the Dallas Mavericks getting Chris Middleton, I know that's just for, cap space and things like that, because they are going in a totally different direction than something where Chris Middleton, I'm sure, wants to be a part of at this stage of his career, or maybe not, because what the Wizards have shown in the trade for Trae Young and now the acquisition of Anthony Davis to go along with Alex Sarr and their more emergent and young talent, that maybe in a year, this team could be one of those teams, right? Now, for the Mavericks, again, in this conversation, I'll just say this is another piece to the puzzle where they choose to build around Cooper Flag continuously. They're trying to figure out what works and what won't work for the long haul. Ultimately, we know Flag is the mainstay, and they still have Kyrie Irving. They still have guys like Derek Lively, Najee Marshall. So they still have players, but to be able to beat teams in the West like the Oklahoma City Thunder, Denver Nuggets, San Antonio Spurs, you're going to have to tear it down then build it back up. You have a mainstay piece in Flag. Kyrie will return at some point, so we will see how things go in the near future for them as far as that is concerned. But Anthony Davis once again being moved, I don't know what it's going to look like in DC as far as the Wizards are concerned, but I am excited to see Anthony Davis along with Trae Young and Alex Sarr. So let me know what you guys think. Was this a good trade or not?